Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Tuesday morning. Beautiful day brewing here in Central Texas. Really nice. Glad you are with us. 9 a.m. hour Central Time. And here from the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue, John Morris, Garrett Ross, Brandon McGinnis, and we're pleased you're with us wherever you might be tuned in. And Garrett, you had the story yesterday, about this time yesterday, about Brendan Sorsby. Man, has that been a wildfire since that ruling was announced?
It has. I'm honestly interested to see what the final outcome of this is going to be, because the NCAA, and rightfully so, they're going to try to fight this.
All right.
And honestly, it's fascinating that I haven't seen a story bring people together on every angle of like what just happened. So I guess in that aspect, it's a good thing. But now you have where Nebraska's saying, and Georgia, like, we're not playing Texas Tech in the athletics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smoke from Gene Taylor, the AD at Kansas State, was on record saying that he was how frustrated he was. There's a lot of Big 12 ADs. I'm really fascinated of what happens with this story.
Yeah, I know. And the NCAA, as you might expect, what we're talking about, if you missed it, I don't know how you did, but if you missed it, Brendan Sorsby, the quarterback at Texas Tech, had transferred there from Cincinnati, started his career at Indiana, admitted that he gambled on games, Indiana games, his team, and then has gone into a gambling rehab facility. Well, he got a temporary injunction yesterday from a judge in Lubbock County, and the temporary injunction after a 2-game suspension means he'll be able to play this year for Texas Tech, when most people, pretty much everybody, thought there's no way. You know, this is so cut and dried. He gambled on games. He gambled on his team. Those rules, I can tell you, in our athletic department, there are signs up all over the place. Don't bet on it. Do not do this. There's reminders around March Madness. There's reminders at the start of the year. I mean, it is one of the main rules that you can't do. You can't bet on games. You can't bet on sports, on college sports. But he did. He admitted it and went into a gambling rehab center. And this judge has granted the injunction that will apparently allow him to play this year. It's still an appeal, and there was a term for that, something like accelerated appeal, maybe from the NCAA is what they're asking for. So things could change over the next few weeks. And you're right, the reaction from around the country has been quick and strong, and I haven't seen anybody come out in favor of the ruling outside of the Texas Tech group.
No, there really hasn't been. And I saw this morning, I haven't had an opportunity to go and read it yet, but Cody Campbell, obviously their big booster, and the guy driving all of their everything, he had another op-ed this morning in USA Today. And it's just fascinating to hear his angle on this and the stance of, like, we want to save college sports and we want to do all this. And then you back the one thing that we all thought you couldn't do.
You can't do, right.
But it's interesting, J-Mo.
Yeah, very much. Interesting is a good word for it. And again, there's still more water to go under the bridge. Even Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark released a statement yesterday. Let me find that. So this is the commissioner of your conference, Texas Tech's conference. He says the ramifications of today's ruling are significant and could have broad impacts across college athletics, creating great concern amongst our membership. I've been consulting with our key stakeholders. He loves that term, key stakeholders, and have scheduled a meeting with our conference ADs and our executive board this week. We are also in touch with Charlie Baker and anticipate the NCAA to appeal the order in the next 24 to 48 hours, which they have done. We will continue to monitor and evaluate the situation. So that's the commissioner of the Big 12, which is Texas Tech's conference. And he's not exactly coming out in support of what just happened for the Red Raiders.
I don't think he should. Like, this has ramifications beyond the Big 12. Like, this has ramifications beyond. This is bigger than Texas Tech. This is bigger than just Brendan Sorsby. Yeah. This is literally the integrity of the game and how, like, you can't. You're setting yourself. Okay, you're telling me that if Sorsby plays this year,
yeah,
and it is game, it's a close game, Tech's tight, and there's an interception. Everybody's going to speculate. You're naturally going to speculate. We're just opening, we're asking for things, more nonsense that shouldn't be involved when we should be focusing on the game at hand. And I just don't see how this benefits anybody. The excuse used, the terminology about him not being able to play and how it could hurt. Like, dude, go to the supplemental draft.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking football away from you. They're just saying there are consequences for your actions, and you can't play here.
Yeah.
Go on to the NFL.
And there are options like that for him out there. Think about the reaction that he and Tech are going to get on the road. Baylor plays Texas Tech at McLean Stadium on November 21st. Now, that's a long time from now. But think about the reception that he's going to get everywhere he goes on the road. And it's going to be brutal. I mean, I am serious. It is going to be brutal toward him, toward Texas Tech, and to be honest, toward other sports at Tech also. That's why, as you mentioned, the Big Ten is thinking about saying to their members, hey, we're not going to play Texas Tech in any sport. You know, now what do you think Grant McCaslin's thinking, the basketball coach? Hey, wait a minute. We didn't do anything. Brendan Sorsby is on our team, but now he could get caught in that crossfire, and I think it'd be really detrimental to Texas Tech as a whole, the whole school.
It would. But my thing too, like the more, and I understand people saying this, and look, I totally get that. I wouldn't want to play them either. This is ridiculous, but at the same time, I think it's fascinating, like for the Georgia aspect, right? Like Georgia and Nebraska were two of the headlining schools that come out and said this. You really think if we get to the college football playoff and Tech is sent to Athens, Georgia's going to say, hey, we're not going to play you. We're not going to play this game. You're playing the game.
Right. True. If it gets to that point, yeah, there's no question that they would. But maybe in scheduling regular season, future schedules, maybe they would shy away from Texas Tech. It's really interesting. The guy that I turn to for sports legal stuff is Dan Hare. Dan worked with us in the athletic department. He worked at Baylor Law School, and now he's with a firm here in Waco, Rainey & Rainey. So I texted him yesterday to see if he could be on and kind of explain, all the legalese about this. And he said, oh, I'd love to. I got a lot to say. But he had a meeting right now, so he can't do it. So hopefully tomorrow or Thursday we'll have Dan on with us because I think I just know the surface, aspects of this. I don't really know the true legalese down deep in all of this. Dan does, and he would explain it really well. So hopefully we'll have him on with us tomorrow or maybe on Thursday. So that's ahead. Brendan Sorsby, Texas Tech. Isn't it funny, NBA Finals, Game 3, New York City, presidents there, all that stuff. But Brendan Sorsby is stealing headlines from the NBA Finals. Isn't that wild?
The power of football is undeniable.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, too, because you see this in the TV negotiations, everything. It's like the college football is the second most popular sport, but it doesn't get like the shine or the TV money that the NBA gets. But when you have storylines going head to head, college football has got the power.
Right. That is true. So interesting there. And I don't think the story's over yet, because they've gotten the temporary injunction. There's the appeal coming, and I don't think the story's done. What are we, 90 days away from kickoff or so? A lot could happen, over the next 90 days. So we will see. Again, Texas Tech plays in Waco against Baylor, longtime rival. November 21st is the date at McLean Stadium. Mentioned the NBA Finals about the Spurs. They come through and win by 4 last night, 115 to 111. The road team has won every game in the final series so far, as New York won twice in San Antonio. Now the Spurs win the first game in New York under high attention, high scrutiny. President Trump is there. Tickets going for thousands and thousands of dollars. Pretty amazing that this young Spurs team, and I was watching, I didn't watch the whole game, but to see Wembanyama, 22 years old, right? 22 years old. How he handles that. He just seems like a cool customer and so mature, even on that big a stage.
No, he does. And I also think that goes back to he feels like he didn't give his best effort at home, like when his number was called. And you have an opportunity to go into, honestly, one of the most highlighted. Like, how would you're going into Madison Square Garden where they haven't seen this in so long. So you're walking into one of the most anticipated, hostile environments, and you're just cool, calm. You understand the moment. And he's handled it like a true, like he's becoming, he knows he's the future of the NBA, and he's starting to truly embrace that and feel comfortable with it. And the way he handled the press conferences afterwards and everything, he really is special. But there's some of those things, man, some of those fouls, some of that stuff where I'm kind of like, okay, they might have got one a little bit.
Right. I got you. Yeah, true. But a big win for the Spurs. They're now down 2-1. Game 4 is tomorrow night. Is that right?
Yes.
Tomorrow night is game 4. Spurs could even the series, and then it's a best of 3 between these two. So pretty fun to watch. Good to see the Spurs win. You know who was the happiest? Was ESPN and ABC, because they're now guaranteed at least 5 games. They would love to see it go 7, because if it's a 4-game series, if it's a sweep, you know, they make some money, sure, but not anything like if it goes 5, 6, or 7 games. That's when they really make up for the money they're paying for the NBA rights. So game 4 comes up tomorrow. How about this? There is a funeral home in Brooklyn that is hosting a watch party for game 4. Isn't that wild?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. What do you do? Set a flat screen up on top of one of the coffins?
I guess you do.
But we talked about how it's just taken New York, the city of New York, by storm. That transcends to a funeral home in Brooklyn for a watch party. So 2-1 now. Knicks still have the lead in the series. There's life for the San Antonio Spurs. Now down 2-1. Game 4 coming up tomorrow. All right, coming up a little bit later in the hour, Joshua Walker will join us. Joshua has been the associate head coach for Ryan McGuire in Baylor volleyball the last 3 or 4 years, and he has a new job. He is leaving. He is basically going back home to Hawaii, and he'll be the head coach of the women's team at Hawaii. They've got a men's and a women's team. It's where he went to school. It's where he was an All-American player there, then an assistant coach, part of 2 national championships at Hawaii when he was there as an assistant coach, now going back as the head coach at Hawaii. We'll visit with Joshua coming up in a bit. We'll check in on the NCAA baseball super regionals when we come back as well. Off and running on a Tuesday. Glad you're with us. John Morris Show, brought to you by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank, Central Texas. I was in there yesterday visiting with Ricky Thompson, the Highway 84 location. And like I tell you, I kind of watched for it to make sure I was telling you the truth. But you walk in the door, somebody's going to speak to you, then another person, then another person. Hey, can we get you a water? Can we get you a drink? Ricky's got somebody in his office. Would you like to sit over here? Couldn't be more friendly. I'm serious. Could not be more friendly. And then on your way out the door, hey, nice to see you, John. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you again soon. And you would be amazed at the hospitality you feel when you go into Alliance Bank, Central Texas. I'm sure it's that way at every location. It certainly is at the Highway 84 location. Great visit with Ricky, by the way. Love that guy, and we had a good visit. So that is Alliance Bank, Central Texas on the web, alliancebanktexas.com. 7 convenient locations around Central Texas to serve you better. Check them out on the web, alliancebanktexas.com. Back with more right after this John Morris Show on a Tuesday, and we'll be right back.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Tuesday, brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Enjoy the quiet atmosphere of the Brazos Landing's French Quarter, beautiful river views. They've got the porch, they've got the swamp shack, a little more relaxed, great menu at all of those seating options there at the Brazos Landing. It's just terrific. You would love it. You would love their menu. You would love the hospitality there as well. The Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet, right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLean Stadium. Great location, great folks at the Brazos Landing. Thanks to Claude and Becky Lindsay, and we appreciate them partnering with us. And it's fun. I tell you what's fun is to take people there for the first time, and they say, whoa, look at this. Whoa, look at this menu. And they are duly impressed, and they'll be back. They won't be just a one-time thing. So check it out, the Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. All right, College World Series field is set. There were 2 games yesterday that had to be finished, postponed by weather on Sunday. One of them was pretty much, maybe both of them were pretty much foregone conclusions. Alabama had a 7-2 lead on
St. John's.
St. John's, thank you. And they were in the 8th inning, and they came out. Alabama was wearing the camo uniforms, and I thought, this one's going to be over pretty quick, and it was. And the final was 7-2. The fun part about that was ESPN was carrying the game. Maybe ESPN2 had these 2 games yesterday backed up because of weather on Sunday. So they only had 2 games and the potential of, if necessary, games. So they had this block there. So they finished the game really quick, Alabama and St. John's, and then they've got to fill until they get to the Kansas-Oklahoma game. So they were doing all these interviews, carrying the celebration on the field. They talked to the coach, they talked to player, and went to the studio, went back to Alabama. I mean, you got a real sense of that super regional just because ESPN2 had to fill that time, and they stuck with college baseball. It's pretty good, really.
That's one way to do it. I kept seeing during those rain delays, they have to pivot as well. And they kept running as many old interviews and showing highlights. So they probably ran out of that and said, we're going to pivot to this.
That's right.
Being able to dance, man, you have to do it in those situations.
Oh, man. Weather delays create a lot of things. We've seen it in a lot of sports. And this wasn't a weather delay per se, but after the delay on Sunday, they were filling on on Monday. So Alabama advances. That's SEC school number 4 in the College World Series. And then you get to Kansas and Oklahoma. Kansas was down big at their delay, and they had more innings to fill. They were in the 3rd inning of their game when it was postponed on Sunday. But, man, it was all Oklahoma. Oklahoma is just on a roll, and they beat Kansas 13-2. So they swept the Super Regional Series 2 games against Kansas, and neither was close, right? The game yesterday was 13-2. The first game was 8-1, so a little bit closer. But Oklahoma just rolling, and that's the end of the season for Kansas. No question, best season in Kansas baseball history. They won the Big 12. They won the Big 12 tournament. They hosted a regional. They hosted a super regional and fall a couple of wins short of the College World Series, but a great, great season for the Kansas Jayhawks. So now the College World Series field is set with those 2 games yesterday. It begins on Friday, 1 o'clock our time. West Virginia waving the Big 12 banner. They will play Troy, who had Troy and West Virginia in the College World Series field on your bingo card. Well, they are there, and that is the first game. It's at 1 o'clock Friday afternoon on ESPN. The nightcap, 6 o'clock, Ole Miss and North Carolina. Then on Saturday, 2 more first-round games, and it's all SEC on Saturday. It should be on the SEC network. Oklahoma versus Alabama at 2 o'clock on Saturday, and then Texas versus Georgia at 7 o'clock on Saturday. So all in all, 5 SEC schools among the 8 that are in Omaha. 5 are SEC schools. So that's the lineup. Those are the teams that have advanced to the College World Series. Just a great event, even after the move from Rosenblatt Stadium to TD Ameritrade Park there, which may have a new name. I think it does. I think they have a new name now for that one. But College World Series begins on Friday in Omaha. All right, let's take a break. As promised, Joshua Walker will join us after a break. Leaving Baylor, can you believe it? Who would leave Baylor for Hawaii? Well, here's one guy that is, and we'll have him explain himself. How about that? With Joshua Walker from Baylor Volleyball, now the head coach at Hawaii Volleyball. He'll join us after a break. Stay with us. John Morris Show, brought to you by Toe King of Waco. Toe King here to help the next time you're stuck on the road. Locally owned and family-run business. That is Gary Hoffman and his crew at Toe King of Waco, offering 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with highly trained operators. Toe King of Waco, company you can count on. Call Toe King the next time you need help. Put their number in your phone so you've got it when you need it. 254-666-5484, 254-666-5484. That is Toe King of Waco. We'll be right back after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports team.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Toe King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Toe King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Toe King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Toe King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday morning. A guest in studio. This is Joshua Walker. I've got to say, former Baylor assistant coach, associate head coach, now the head coach at your alma mater at Hawaii, women's coach there. Congratulations on the job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Really happy for you. Really sad to see you go, though. You've made such an impact on this program. What's your time at Baylor been like?
It's been great. When I first took the opportunity, there was a chance to give back to women's sports. There's a chance to get closer to my family. There was just a lot of positive things about just coming to Waco in general. But I didn't realize what God was going to teach me while I was here. And that's just basic, how to keep my faith in everything I do every day, regardless of if I'm in a match or I'm going to practice or if I'm taking a walk, just keeping God. And I didn't realize I was going to learn that. It's one of those things where it's in hindsight, it's okay, now I know why I needed to come here.
What a great lesson. And that's the way Coach McGuire runs the program, isn't it? Everybody that comes through, players and coaches, they're going to hear the gospel.
Absolutely.
They're going to know where he stands, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been great. Ryan has been super supportive through everything, but obviously going to be friends forever.
Good. That's great. You're wearing a medal. Hawaii didn't give you this, but you coached the USA under-17 team in the Honduras, and you came back with a gold medal.
Correct. Yeah, we played the Pan Am Cup, which is a NORCECA event. So it's mostly North America teams, Central American teams, and Caribbean. But there's Worlds for the same age group that's coming up back half of the summer. So this is a lot of teams are kind of using this as a tune-up for that.
Okay.
But there's actually a team like Venezuela was ended up being in the final. They're not necessarily a NORCECA team, but they're in the final and they had some pretty good players. So we actually, it was tough to get this one done. But,
wow.
But yeah.
Good. Congratulations on that. And you've done this several times, haven't you? Some international competition coaching.
Yeah. So I've helped out with U21 and now I've helped out with U17 as far as the age group national teams.
Okay.
But I also kind of help out with trainings throughout the year. So even if I'm not going with a team, I'm usually helping out with getting the athletes trained and trying to get them on the USA philosophy, which has been, I think, obviously smooth considering we just got a new head coach going into the squad. So just trying to stay on the same page with what he wants, and then just trying to make sure that the athletes have a great experience representing USA.
That's great, and come home with a medal.
Right.
Will you help out later in the summer at the Worlds?
I will not.
Okay.
I will not, because that was going into when college volleyball is doing training camp.
Gotcha.
So I was able to help out the early part. There'll be a different step to help out with Worlds, but we all work together during the first training block. So I know that staff is going to crush it.
Yeah, very good. Well, congratulations on that, being a part of that gold medal winning team. To Hawaii, and in my mind, I think going home to Hawaii, you played there and had a great career and then coached there. But you're actually you're from Virginia, right? Originally.
Right.
How did you originally get to Hawaii?
Yeah, so I started playing volleyball in high school, which is relatively late when you're talking about playing high-level college athletics. But So it was a sanctioned high school sport at my high school.
Okay.
So that's obviously not the case in Texas and not in a lot of states. So it just happened I have to be in a state there I could play for free. So I wanted to play in NBA.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
And I'm like, okay. My sister played a lot of sports and she's older than me. And she's like, hey, if you want to be a basketball player, it makes way more sense to play volleyball in the fall than to play football in the fall. So I was like, okay. And I just kind of started playing. And my coach then, she was really good about just bringing in high level athletes. And next thing you know, I was state player of the year by my junior year. We won the state championship, which had never been done at the school.
Wow.
So I'm all of a sudden really thinking about playing volleyball in college. And like the kicker for me and why my basketball career had to end, my sister, like she was a high level basketball player. She went D2. She played for Barton College, which is obviously they have pretty good history with at that level. But I was just watching her workouts without a basketball in her hand. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that.
Right.
I need so with volleyball, every time we're doing something, we usually have a ball in our hand.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the kicker for me. Like, okay, maybe I'll just see where this volleyball thing takes me. And it came down to a 10-hour flight to Hawaii or a 10-hour drive to Penn State. And Penn State I can't do the cold. And but yeah, and just the overwhelming support that Hawaii volleyball has in general. It's just like, I knew I would be taken care of over there. So that's kind of how I ended up getting over there.
That's great. Long way from Virginia, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I was 18 years old. You don't realize that kind of stuff. But
yeah, I bet.
Like, we had Skype.
Yeah.
Skype. Like, hey, Mom, it's fine. I got Skype. I'll call you. It's great. But the thing that I didn't realize till I got over there is like, because it's so popular, like you have beat writers that are covering the team. So it was actually easier for my family to see what I was doing because they had people that were writing about the team all the time. Yeah. And all our games are televised. So they were able to watch it. And then YouTube has gotten more popular, but my games are still on YouTube from when I played. So, so it's like, it's one of those things where it's far, but there's ways to stay connected.
Right. That's pretty cool. And a great career, All-America career playing at Hawaii. And then as an assistant coach, you're part of 2 national championships there.
Correct.
Great experience.
Yes. This is everything. Just like God has really blessed me and the opportunities I've been in and just things I've learned each year. It's like, that's probably been the best thing. It's like every year I've gone in with the opportunity, just like, okay, what can I learn? How can I get better? And it's the same thing I did as a player. It's like, okay, if this person is better at me at this, like, okay, how can I add that to my game? And it's the same thing I've done as a coach. It's like, okay, I'm around a lot of high level coaches. And I'm like, okay, I like this part, or I like this. Like, let me see if I can implement that into what I want to do. And then it's just kind of like fruition to like having some success building on each year. So no matter what we've done when I've came in here, we've continued to build and get successful. And so it's one of those things where it's like, I can say that I'm doing a good job, but I just know God has put me in situations where I've been blessed to continue to learn from great people.
Wow. Is the coach you played for and then worked for at Hawaii? I'm sorry, I don't know this. Is he still there?
Wade. Yes, Charlie Wade is still there.
They
just won their 3rd national championship.
Yes, they won the national championship
so
this year.
They won it this past early May.
How cool is that? So you're coach, and now you're going back, and you'll be a head coach of the women's team, and he's still there with the men's team.
Right, and he's been a great resource for me throughout my whole career. He was my coach in college, and he just kind of stuck with me, and he's always been in my corner. So it's a great resource.
That's nice. Does it feel like going home in some respects?
It does in some respect. To me, it's like Hawaii will always be home. It's just whether it was my workplace again.
Gotcha. Right.
So now that it's like, okay, it's going to be my workplace again, it's just a different mindset, because when I was a freshman there, it's like Waikiki is literally like 15 minutes down the road from campus. But I was so busy like becoming a D1 student athlete, like I didn't even get down there till Christmas break. It was one of those things like, when you're just focused and you're trying to get better at things, it's like, okay, this is where I need to be. Yeah. And it's like, it's nice. I can look out my window and have a nice view, but in the end, it's like, I gotta get work. So it was kind of that kind of same feeling. Like now there's work to be done. Gotcha.
And explain to our viewers, when you go into the arena, is it still the Stan Sheriff Center?
It's Simplify Arena now.
Simplify Arena. Yes. If you walk in there and look around, does that remind you of any other arena you've been in?
It is hilarious to me that of all the years I've been coaching, I've been coaching in the same building.
The same building. It really is. The Farrell Center is just like it.
Yeah, it was a blueprint for the Stan Sheriff Center, now Simplify Arena.
Yeah.
So it's funny that it's like, just can't get away from the same environment where I coach.
Almost exactly the same, isn't it?
Yes. And now that Baylor, we have Terraflex. It was the same thing. Like
Really?
Hawaii's always had Terraflex.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's even more similar than it was when I got here.
That's funny. Talk about familiar surroundings.
Right,
You've
right,
got it, even
right.
though it's a different school.
Right.
That is cool. Was this, have you always wanted to be a head coach?
Yes. I think part of the reason coming here was for that, because when Ryan was coach of the year in 2019. Obviously, Baylor was there as a Final Four team. I was also there that year because I got assistant coach of the year. So
nice.
I was able to go to the coaches ceremony and the Final Four and the players ceremony and just hear what Ryan was saying about how he runs his program, and hearing the athletes speak about what they play for. It was like, man, I emailed him after that. I'm like, we're just really impressed with you guys this season. I want to be a head coach one day. I don't know when that's going to be, but I want to model my program after what you've been able to do at Baylor. So you fast forward, it took him like 3 months to get back to me, but he did. He actually emailed
Right.
me back, which I was surprised.
Right.
And he's like, just was appreciative. And then you fast forward a couple years, or it's 22 when opportunity came up, and it's like, it's an opportunity to learn from someone who's been doing it at a high level on the women's side. So it's just kind of one of those things where God put people in my life, and his like that was the goal. He was like, you can come here and I'll make sure that you'll be ready to leave here as a head coach.
Wow. And look at how things have worked out.
Right.
That's
right.
terrific. That 2019 season was just, the best in Baylor volleyball history, to the Final Four. Interesting. That's sort of where y'all cross paths, maybe for the first time, huh?
Well, he was coaching at Cal Baptist.
Okay.
And I was obviously playing at Hawaii, and we played each other.
Gotcha.
And even though they were in NAIA, they were winning national championships. And it was one of those things in which, like, of the teams that we played that were probably like, okay, not necessarily on our level as far as funding. I always respected how his teams played. And it's one of those things like, he knows what he's doing. Like they play hard, they want to win. And it's like, I made sure that we were not taking that team. We were not underestimating them when we played them. So.
Yeah. Very cool. We don't have men's volleyball here at Baylor. They do at Hawaii. You obviously played. What's that like? I guess maybe what are the differences now that you've coached? You played men's, obviously, and have coached women's as an assistant, and now head coach women's. What are the differences?
Well, just the game is a little bit different because the men play on a higher net. The ball is actually the same, but they play on a higher net. There's some different rules as far as substitution. So men uses more international style, in which like you're limited to 6 substitutions. College women's volleyball has 15 substitutions. So their whole strategy about how you can play is like on the men's side, you kind of have to have people play all the way around. And it's more like a straight substitution like you would do for basketball for like, okay, we got to get someone else in because maybe this person is producing or along those lines. But for women's volleyball, because you have so many substitutions, you can have people play that only play front row, people that only play back row. So that completely changes how you can possibly recruit, how you train. So because women's volleyball is so popular and there's so many different high-level coaches doing it, like coaches can really have their own unique style on how they want to run their game. Ryan for sure is one that he's modeled the game more off of the men's side, just because like the men's side just technically is further ahead as far as what they're doing, and then how they're training and how things go. So he's always been on that side, which is what I appreciated, because we're always trying to play the game at the highest level.
What's been a highlight or some highlights for you during your 4 years here at Baylor?
Oh man, so many highlights. Obviously making the Sweet 16, but it's mostly just the relationships with all the people here. The girls for sure, just a great. Every reason why I wanted to come here, it's come to fruition. So just the relationships at Baylor University, the people here, and the athletes have had with my children, and the influence that they've had, and the way they've been able to build a solid foundation in Christ while being in high level athletics. It's just something bar none. I'm super appreciative. But yeah, there's been so many highlights, and that was the thing about this upcoming season. I was really excited about where this team is going. So that's why I was frustrated. I'm like, God, you're telling me I have to go and I can't be here. And I know, like, man, there's a lot of good things going on here. But because the timing is interesting, I don't understand it. I just know God has his hands on all of this. So it's like, okay, God is in control. It is what it is. Baylor is clearly in a good spot, so we have to worry about them. And it's like, it feels more like a calling than a decision. To go back.
And Baylor plays at Hawaii to start the season.
Correct.
Is that right?
Weekend, we'll play them the second night.
Oh my gosh, how about that?
Yeah, so it's so it'll be very interesting, just kind of seeing seeing the girls and obviously seeing Ryan and going against them, because like I know him pretty well.
Yeah, you do.
It's one of those things in which like, it should be a fun match.
That'll be cool. How does your family feel about the move?
Family's been super supportive the whole time, and just like making sure that I'm doing the right thing. I'm talking to the right people. I'm praying about it. So they've just been super supportive of me throughout my whole career, and especially my wife. So for her, it's like just kind of going through the process, and sometimes it may be seeming like it was going to happen or not going to happen. It's just like ebbs and flows of just like, okay, whatever God wants for us. But when it was finally official and it was going to happen, then she was pretty excited, and so that was good, because I know there's something that she would want if possible.
Cool. That's cool. And your kids, they'll fit right in. It's almost like when you named your kids, you thought, hey, we may be back in Hawaii at some point, right?
Yeah. But that was the thing. Even regardless of whether we were going to be in Hawaii or somewhere else, I think Hawaiian culture is very special. Yeah. And it's just a way to perpetuate Hawaiian culture every time like they speak my children's name. So it's like, okay, well, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
So that's what the opportunity was. So regardless if we were there or not, that's kind of why we named him what we named him.
Love it. Well, congratulations. Hate to see you go, but really happy for you. And I thought, I was in my mind thinking you were going to show up in a Hawaiian shirt today. You still got the Baylor on.
Hey, I'm a Baylor fan. Sick 'em forever. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'll always be supportive of Baylor University and its mission and the people here. And I'm always going to be rooting for Baylor unless we're playing them.
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. Well, you've been a big part of it. You really have. And volleyball program is better by having you a part of it. So good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Congratulations on the medal also.
Thank you.
Joshua Walker leaving Baylor, associate head coach here, now the head coach for Hawaii women's volleyball. Take a break, come back, share some birthdays with you. Plus, I need to explain myself. I'll explain that when we come back. Stay with us, John Morris Show, and we'll be right back after this.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco. One of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back. Final segment, John Morris Show on a Tuesday, brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Reminder again about the 2026 Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes. If you missed it last weekend, you got another opportunity coming up this weekend. It is this Saturday and Sunday. Tour a variety of homes, meet the builders, get inspiration for your projects. You can get tickets and get the layout at wacohomeparade.com. wacohomeparade.com is the website. And again, it continues this weekend, June 13th and 14th. The Heart of Texas Builders Association Parade of Homes, brought to you by the First National Bank of Central Texas. Okay, before we get to birthdays, and I need to explain myself, I think, on this. It was, I thought harmless, but didn't turn out to be so harmless. I saw a post from a friend of mine. And I thought, oh, that's funny. So I copied it and sent it in a group text to some other guys. And here's the here's the message. It's, first of all, thank you for your concern. I'm okay, just a little shaken up, but I'll be okay. For those of you who don't know what happened, I was robbed yesterday morning at the gas station. I gathered myself together. My hands were still shaking. I was dizzy. I honestly thought I was in shock. My money was gone. I called the police. They were fantastic, called for medical assistance as my blood pressure was through the roof. The police asked me if I knew who did it, and I told them yes. It was pump number 2. All right. Joke, right? Tom, you get that? Garrett, you get that? Right. I was robbed at the gas station. Okay. So that was my thought. So I send it, and the texts that I get back are like, glad you're okay. Still praying for you. Which gas station was it? What? Thank the Lord you're okay. That's scary. Oh, my goodness, John, I'm really sorry to hear that, but glad you're okay. That's awful. And so I say, read the last line, please. And then they say, oh, yeah, okay, I get it now. But one of them was Hugh Johnigan, who said, we've got you on a prayer list across the country after this. And I said, well, I'll always take prayer. That's great, but I am fine. This is just a harmless joke I was passing along to you. And so the prayer, he was serious about the prayer list. Glenn Moore was on there. Glenn called me and he said, hey, don't need to call me back. I was just checking on you. Make sure you're okay. So, yes, I am okay. It was not meant to scare anyone. Another one to another group, a guy said, I was only believing it about 10% at first. As I watched the John Morris Show yesterday morning, remember, nothing was out of the ordinary. And if you got gas after the show, it really wouldn't be morning anymore. Then you get to the end of your paragraph. It was fine. I'm sorry if I caused concern to some of my friends that it shouldn't have been there. Another response originally was, oh, my goodness. Okay, glad you're okay. I am shaken up. So I'm sorry to shake up the friends that I passed that along to. Birthdays today. All right, what's today? Garrett, what's today? June 9th? Terry Morris's birthday today. Yes. Happy birthday, Shug. This is my wife, Terry. We had our anniversary, our 42nd anniversary 1 week ago today. And now she celebrates a birthday. I'm going to say celebrates. I won't tell you the number, but it's hitting her hard this birthday today. So happy birthday, Shug. You don't look anything like what that number says you are, but I love you and happy birthday to you. And we're going to celebrate the entire month of June is what we're going to do. But today is the day. So happy birthday to my wife, Terry Morris. She is the balance in my life. You know what I mean? I have a lot of broadcast partners. I've got one partner in life, and it's Terry Morris. And I work a lot. I would do a lot of more games than I do, except for her balance. And so I appreciate that very, very much. And I love you and happy birthday. All right. Other birthdays today. Our next door neighbor, Susan Ramsdale's birthday is today. Steve and Susan Ramsdale live right next to us on Ranch Gate. And Terry and Susan are twins. They share the same birthday. So happy birthday to Susan Ramsdale. Nancy Salmon's birthday today, good friend of ours. Oh, Royden Ogletree from KWTX TV. It's Royden's birthday today. Kendall Ehrlich, former linebacker for Baylor. It is his birthday today. Jennifer Trull Lewis down in Houston, Don Trull's daughter. Jennifer, it is her birthday today. And, Karen Goodner's birthday, the wife of the late John Goodner, one of the best football coaches I have ever been around is John Goodner, and Karen, I bet, was a balance to him also. And she is just terrific. Lived here during his time coaching, and then beyond, and then went back to Frederick, Oklahoma. So happy birthday to Karen Goodner across the miles. I think that is it. Ooh, Brad Berger's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Brad. And I think that is it. Let me look at another list. Make sure I don't leave anybody out like I did with Teresa Ban Kelly. No, it's Dick Vitale's birthday today also. How about that? So headliner on the birthdays, Terry Morris, happy birthday. And we'll continue the month-long celebration of your birthday. All right, we appreciate Joshua Walker coming in to visit with us, a little bleary-eyed, just back from the Honduras, where he helped coach the under-17 USA team to a championship. They move on to the Worlds, but this was a championship, and he had the gold medal to show for it. But on very little sleep, he was up and in with us today, now working, recruiting, and then making the move to the University of Hawaii. And I'm serious, if you've never seen it before, the arena there at Hawaii is, the Farrell Center was patterned after that arena. Outside and inside, you would not be able to tell the difference. I think their roof is silver and ours is gold, and that's maybe the only difference. Inside, you wouldn't be able to tell if you were inside the Farrell Center or the home arena there. It used to be the Stan Sheriff Center. They look exactly the like, same blueprint, for building those buildings. So that's where he's going to be the head women's coach at Hawaii Volleyball. And we wish him nothing but the best. He's been terrific here as the associate head coach under Coach Ryan McGuire. That's going to be big shoes to fill for Coach McGuire on his staff. Thanks to Joshua for being with us. Thanks to you. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Thanks to the Brazos Landing and to Alliance Bank Central Texas. Happy birthday, Terry Morris. We'll see you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.